Hey guys, it's Cassie aka Cats on Camera, and today I'm doing a video sharing some of my favourite broken boys. Yes, so I didn't really realise that this was a trope, or I guess didn't think about it until I did the hate to love trope tag last month, I think it was. And I mentioned that one of my favourite tropes is the broken boys trope. And I thought, you know what, I might as well do a video sharing some of my faves with you. But first of all, we just need to mention that broken boys and bad boys are not the same thing. Broken boys, they've probably got some stuff in their past. They probably do some, you know, shady stuff, or they try and not show their emotions, but really they're just sweet beans and they deserve the world. Whereas the bad boys are just like, oh look, he's cool and bad for no reason, and he's a love interest even though he has no personality. That's not it, sis. This is it. So let's get into it. I have 10 on this list-ish, 10 different books or series, but a few of them might have more than one character, but 10 is where we're at. So first of all, just to throw in a pretty easy one, and that is Nico from the Percy Jackson realm, I guess, not just that series. I'm holding up this book, he's in a lot of them, but I mean we can all agree that we all love Nico. He's got a little bit of emo vibes, he's a little bit mardy, but he's lovely with it. He's dealing with some stuff, he's dealing with all of his powers, he's dealing with who his dad is. Yeah, and yeah, he's just a character that everybody loves, because how can you not? He's so sweet but mardy, but that's why he's sweet. Next up, Donnie Darko. So Donnie Darko is not so much of a broken boy because of his family life or anything like that. It's more, you know, the time-space continuum's fault. But he definitely fits into this category, and Donnie Darko is one of my favourite films. I've not seen it in a hot minute, but it's a very good film. You should watch it if you haven't already. I've watched this film a million times, still not 100% sure about what it's about, but he definitely counts as a broken boy. Next up we have Nathan from the Half Bad series, and I mean, bless him, he goes through so much shit. His family life's shit, his life's shit, his school life's shit, he gets treated like shit constantly. There's no wonder that he's broken. It's just, he is a witch who is a half white witch, half black witch, and because his dad is one of the most prevalent evil black witches about, people don't really like him. Gets a lot of shit, you know. He gets put in a cage, he gets tortured, a lot of people around him die, but I do love Nathan. He's a great character and he deserves all the love he can get. Next we've got Jake from the Nowhere Boys, and there's a possibility you have absolutely no idea what the Nowhere Boys is, and that is because it's, you know, it's a kind of lame but at the same time really great Australian kids TV show. It's on Netflix, you should watch it, and it's about these 4 boys that get lost in the woods on a school trip, come back to town the next day, and nobody in town remembers they exist, not their family, not anybody there, and they're trying to figure out what the crap went on. And Jake, bless him, Jake's my favourite character. I love him so much. He comes from a broken home, his parents aren't together, his mum is behind on rent. There's a lot of things going on. He's got a bit of bully vibes at the beginning, but then you see the layers, you see him deep down, he's like such a lovely person, and yeah, you should watch it. It's only 2 seasons. Technically I think there's 3 seasons or 4, but the first 2 seasons are the same characters and then it goes on to other characters. I've not watched that one because it's not my team, but check it out. It's really lame but also great, and I love Jake. He's my child. Next up we have the first of our double team, and that is Kaz and Wylan from Six of Crows. So both of these have broken in different ways. They're completely different characters. Got Kaz, who's very stoic and he doesn't let anybody in. He's got feelings but no one's allowed to know that. And then we've got Wylan, who is just lovely, and he's been treated like shit by his dad, but he's still lovely. And I love both of these characters. They're completely different, but they're both great, and they both count as broken boys, and I love them both. Now, one of my absolute faves in TV show form, and that is Roman Godfrey from Hemlock Grove. I love him. He's just, he's seen as bad and horrible, but he's so lovely, and his family's a mess, and everything's happening, and there's so much reason behind how he acts, and he's amazing. And the season 1 finale of Hemlock Grove is probably one of the best finales I've seen in any show. I was literally sat on the edge of my seat like, it's great. If you haven't watched it already, watch it on Netflix because it's great. But yeah, from the beginning, Roman is seen as pretty bad. There's a lot of stuff going on. He seems like a stuck-up rich dick to everybody, but there's reasons, and he loves his sister, he's so nice to his sister, and his mum's a bitch, and I love him, he's amazing. Next I have Ronan and Noah from the Raven Cycle. Obviously, mostly Ronan is the broken boy. He has that really abrasive attitude. He tries to pretend that nothing phases him and he's just solid down to the core, but he's not. His core is all soft and mushy. Of course, they all are. And also Noah, for different reasons. If you know, you know, bless him. But I also love their friendship in this book, especially after the first book when you find stuff out about Noah. They seem to be really close, and Ronan kind of takes Noah under his wing, and it's really lovely. That's what I like to see. And in the same vein as that, kind of, I'm gonna roll on to the next book one, and that is Asher and Leo from the Constellation series. So Asher, he is really sarcastic and dry and trolls everyone, and he's amazing at fighting, and he's just a really funny character, but also deep down there's a lot of shit going on, and there's reasons, and he has feelings, but he likes to pretend that he doesn't. And in the same sort of way as Ronan taking Noah under his wing, in this series, especially into the second book, I think, Asher does take Leo under his wing a bit. Leo's really quiet, he's shy, he's really spooked around people, he doesn't handle communication or interaction very well. I love Leo because he's such a little shy being, and you don't see it very often in books. All characters have to be like, oh, I'm a character, look, I'm here. But Leo's like, oh, please don't look, I'm over here. I'm shy, leave me alone. And I love that because there's a lot of introverts like us out there, and I'm glad to see one portrayed. And Asher does kind of take Leo under his wing and tries to make him interact with people and tries to push him with his powers and stuff, and it's really good, and you should read this series. Last but not least, on the TV show side, I've got a very recent fave, and I'm sure a lot of people can agree with me here, and that is Klaus from the Umbrella Academy. Honestly, as soon as I found out or noticed that Robert Sheehan was in this series, I was like, why did I not start watching this as soon as it came out? Because I love him. And Klaus is just amazing, he's a great character. If you've not seen the Umbrella Academy, watch it, but I feel like everyone has, so I'm sure you already have watched it. But Klaus is my fave. He can talk to the dead, he takes loads of drugs, and he's sarcastic and funny and comedic, but he's also really sad and has loads of loss and pain in his life that he doesn't like to show, and I love him, bless him. He just deserves all the love. Like all of these characters, they just all deserve all the love and all the happiness, but not all of them get it. And last, but certainly not least, is a series where I could literally take every single male character in this series and put them under the Broken Boy banner, but I'm just gonna go with Neil and Andrew from the All for the Game series. Yes, like I say, every single character in this is screwed up, they're messed up. Literally the whole plot of this is Neil going into an Exy team where every member has had trauma in their life, so everybody's a bit messed up, they're a bit screwed up, but obviously Andrew and Neil are the most. So Neil, who's our main character, has been living on the run for a long period of time, keep changing his name, changing his schools, because his father is part of this crime thing back in the day, and his mum died, and there's loads of crazy stuff going on. And then you have Andrew, who has some sort of mental thing. I will point out here that it's not true to life. There's not really, oh, he has this specific illness or whatever. It's just like made up in the same way that Exy is, but he's very manic. He seems really serious and acts like he doesn't care about anything or anyone, but secretly he cares about all the team and he loves them in his own little way and wants to protect everybody. He just does it very, very angrily. And yes, I love this. It's my favourite series. How can it not be? I love broken boys, and everybody in this is broken, and so are the girls. So there we go, those are just some of my favourite broken boys in TV and books. I love them. They're just the best, aren't they? They're always complex characters, they've always got a lot about them. I love them, I'm sure a lot of other people do as well. So let me know down below if you love any of the broken boys in any of these, or if you've got any suggestions, leave them down below. TV show, books, films, just give it to me. If this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some others. And if you continue to enjoy them, then please subscribe, that'd be awesome. Anyway guys, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.